How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So, just to start off, I want to be really clear from the start. I am a genuine supporter of Western Governors University. Love this university. I've made so many videos about it. I will continue to make more videos about it. I earned my MBA in Healthcare Management there, as well as the Master's of Public Health. And I've already shared plenty of positive experiences. I don't regret this education. I don't regret the decision to attend. I don't think it was a mistake at all. But at the same time, there are still real regrets that I do have, not about the quality of the school itself, but how I personally used the opportunity. So to start off, one of my biggest regrets is stacking degrees too quickly without giving myself time to actually extract value from the first one before starting the next. Because I went from completing my MBA basically directly into working on my MPH. And at the time, it felt efficient. It felt very productive. I liked the idea of that momentum of just knocking it out back to back. But really, in hindsight, I did not pause long enough between programs to fully apply what I had just learned in a real world setting. And that matters more than I realized at the time. Because when you don't stop to use a degree before moving on, it really can start to feel like you're just accumulating the credentials instead of actually having built experience. And so I didn't give myself enough space to take the MBA concepts, like especially the concepts of leadership and operations and the healthcare systems, and actually test them in a meaningful way before jumping into another academic track. So looking back, I think spacing them out would have made both of my degrees feel more impactful and feel more lived in professionally, if that makes sense. My next regret, I also regret not being more deliberate about aligning both degrees with a very specific career trajectory early on. So I chose the MBA in Healthcare Management and the Master's of Public Health because they made sense for my interests. I am currently in medical school, and I figured, I could use these degrees later on, especially, if I want to open a clinic later or do something like that. But I didn't really map them tightly enough to like a precise long-term role or niche from the beginning. So I had the direction, but I just did not really have sharp focus. And because of that, I ended up with two strong but somewhat broad graduate degrees. They are great credentials to have, especially in healthcare. But I felt like I just didn't fully operate or fully optimize how they would stack together for like a single highly defined career path, if that makes sense. If I could go back, I probably would have been more intentional about whether I was building towards leadership when it came to healthcare administration or the public health policy or consulting, or like if there's something more narrowly defined that I could have created and then like tailored my focus and supplemental learning around that. I also regret not pairing my degrees more aggressively with external validation while I was in school. So like things like certifications, applied projects, structured real-world experience alongside those courseworks, I could have definitely taken more time to include those things. And you can still get certifications afterwards. I've done videos on that as well. Things you can do to strengthen your degrees after graduating. And here's the thing, Western Governors University definitely gives you the flexibility to do that. I just didn't really prioritize it enough. I basically treated the degrees as the main achievement instead of building a broader professional stack around them. And even with all of that, I do want to emphasize again, none of these regrets are about the education at WGU itself. The coursework itself was solid. The structure worked really well for me. And I learned a lot, and I walked away with real life value. It's just these regrets are about the missed optimizations I could have done, not like dissatisfaction. And so to sum it up, I would basically say that WGU itself works. It really does. but it rewards intentionality, I should say. It rewards intentionality more than passivity. And if you just move through it, you'll get the degree. Like if you actively think about timing, application, specialization, and how everything connects to your long-term goals, you can definitely get more than just the credentials. And so those are kind of my thoughts about pairing these degrees together, the back-to-back like I did. I think those are really my only regrets when it comes to that category. But basically, those are my thoughts. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, leave it in the comments. Overall, I still had a great experience with all of my programs. You can go and see what my reviews are for those past programs I've completed. I've made videos on both of those. But I just in retrospect, looking back at what I probably would have done differently with earning both of those degrees at Western Governors University. So anyways, that's all I've got for today. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you later.